Hi, and welcome along to AFTV Transfer Daily, the show that takes a look at players that have been linked with a summer transfer move to Arsenal. And today we're being told that Edinson Cavani is back on the Arsenal radar. Yes, listen, he's been linked for God knows how long, but there hasn't been much talk of Cavani recently. It's all been Benzema. Well, we're being told today that Arsenal are looking again at the possibility of getting Edinson Cavani, who they see as an alternative if they're not able to land the Benzema deal. Cavani, as we know, would be very expensive. It's going to be £40 million plus, because again, he's considered one of the elite strikers around Europe. And quite a lot of media outlets today going with the possibility of Arsenal moving for Cavani should they deal for Karim Benzema fall through. And of course, they have to have alternatives. I don't know about this. I sort of seriously question this. One of the first things I was looking at is that I started looking at some of the ages of these players. Cavani, 28 years years of age at the moment, will be 29 in February. And also, just looking at it and thinking to myself, 29, he'll come with a massive price tag. That's number one. Also, number two, I just can't see PSG selling him at the moment. Ibrahimovic, what is he now? 33. They're definitely, he's got a year left. They're definitely going to move him on at the end of his contract, which will be by the end of this season. And Cavani's the guy, all of the talk that's been coming out of PSG, Cavani is the guy that they're going to make step into his shoes. So I'd be really, really surprised if PSG sold Cavani. Remember, they're another one of those clubs that have got unlimited funds and don't have to sell. So I don't know. I've got my doubts on this one, but all the outlets going with it today that Arsenal are looking at Edinson Cavani as the backup should the Karim Benzema deal fall through. Listen, he'd be. I always have said this for a long time, that he'd be great in the Premiership because of his physicality and that. But I do wonder to myself, with Cavani, is Cavani past his best? I mean, when he was playing over there in Napoli, he was the best striker in the world. What I've seen of him over the past couple of seasons, I know he's not been a regular. Well, he's been a regular, but he hasn't always played centre forward. But he's not looked the player that I used to see, terrorising defences at Napoli. So I'm not sure even if he'd be the right player for Arsenal. He'd be very expensive. I'm not even sure what the price would be, but 40 million plus. And as I said, closing in on 29, I just can't see it. But linked all over the place today. Probably a more realistic link is Denis Cherchev. Now, we spoke about him last week. He's actually a Real Madrid player, although as you can see there, he's wearing a Villarreal shirt. That was where he was playing out on loan last season. Previous to that, he's been on loan at Sevilla. Russian, but he came up through the Real Madrid youth system. Valued apparently about 14.9 million. That's what Madrid are looking for. Madrid are looking for about 15.5 million for him. Arsenal apparently see his valuation as less, but are interested in signing him. Now, he's a left winger who can sort of, alternate and play as a forward as well. I've said this already, more wingers. We need a central forward. He is not a central forward, really. But listen, and I remember saying, speaking to a fan on Sunday at the game, and she made a great point when she said that, listen, Arsene Wenger is known for making players into stars. And you hear Arsene Wenger talking about if there's an exceptional talent out there. It doesn't mean that exceptional talent has to be, worth, I don't know, 50 million. It could be a player that he's looking at that's like valued around 15, 20 million that he feels can become a new star. This guy's been likened in the past, Cherchev, to a sort of, his style's likened to sort of Suarez type. That's yet to be seen. I haven't actually seen him play, I'm going to be honest. but he is a top prospect. If he was that good, surely Madrid would be holding on to him. But then, yes, of course, we all remember the stories of Thierry Henry, etc. When they came, they were deemed not good enough. So, listen, let's see what happens with that one. But Arsenal apparently very interested in Cherchev, and his price probably be around about the £15 million mark. Another youngster that Arsenal looking at the moment goes by the name of Keito Balde Diao. Again, another player that they've been interested in the past. He's been linked with a move to Arsenal. He plays for Lazio, by the way. He's been linked with a move to Arsenal because he was very, very angry. Had a big argument, apparently, with the club president at Lazio, which is never a good idea in Italy or Spain to argue with the club presidents, because they run it. They run everything, right? And he's apparently demanded a transfer. Now, he... again, is another product of the Barcelona Youth Academy. Can play as a forward, but again, predominantly on the left-hand side. Although we did have a big problem with that left-hand side, as we saw on Sunday, and with Welbeck out, we seem to be unbalanced on that side. Balde Diao is only 20 years of age, and we're told that the valuation's about 10.6 million. Inter Milan, very, very interested, as well as Liverpool, we're being told. The guy, again, as I said, he's a prospect. He's a player that many people are saying that, you know, is a future star. Could Arsenal move for him? Would this be the sort of exceptional talent that Arsenal fans would be happy to see come in? I know the answer to that already. The answer is no. But as the lady said to me on Sunday, sometimes Wenger might look on it that he's going to create a star, and you know that's what he might. That's how he might be looking on it. Karim Benzema. Listen, the day can't pass without me talking about this guy. The latest rumor on Benzema is that Arsenal are unwilling to meet the huge asking price that Real Madrid want for him. Now, we're being told that, you know, valuations have been going up towards 45 million, 40 million. They sort of started around about 35. We're being told, story in the Mirror today and also other outlets, that Arsenal are playing a waiting game on this one. Any deal that's going to happen will be late on in the window. How long have I been saying that? And Arsenal not happy with the amount of money that Real Madrid are apparently demanding for Benzema. Listen, there's definitely things going on behind the scenes on this Benzema deal. As I've said all along, there's no, you know, nothing that says it's going to be a done deal. If it does happen, it's going to take a lot of money, but Arsenal are willing to pay ridiculous amounts of money to sign Benzema. Another thing, again, as I said, I've been looking at ages, and I was looking at Benzema's age, and Karim Benzema will be 28 in December. Now, do you pay 45 million plus for a 28-year-old? PSG can do it. Man City, I suppose, can do it. Can Arsenal afford to pay that amount of money on a 28-year-old? And if he comes in and it doesn't work out, first season gone by, 29. Second season, 30. Money's dead after that. You know, money's dead. You're not even going to get, you know, nowhere near that. And Arsenal do consider those things when they do transfers. Let's face it. We're not Man City. We're not Manchester United. And, you know, we're not Chelsea when it comes to spending. Arsenal do take into consideration things like resale value should the deal not work out. And I've cited this before, as you can see, with Roberto Soldado at Tottenham Hotspurs. They paid a lot of money for him. He came in at 28. He's flopped. Now they virtually can't even give him away because he's 30 years of age. And this is what Arsenal look at. So I was looking at the age of Benzema. Would he really be worth paying 45 million pounds for? Or are Arsenal, you know, listen, they need to try and get him done. I know that. I believe in that. That's the player that would be perfect for Arsenal. But the valuation of 45 million, is that way too much? Guys, let me know what you think. Leave it in the comments below. What is the maximum you think Arsenal should pay for Karim Benzema? Or do you think that we need to stop thinking about you know, money all the time and penny pinching, as Claude said on Sunday, and just go out there and get the deal done. Let's get it over the line, a la what Man City would do, like with De Bruyne. De Bruyne is not worth £47 million. Nowhere near that. He's a great prospect. He's had a great season in German football. He's not worth that. Raheem Sterling, 49 million. Although he's only 20, by the way. And so, you know, they've got a lot of time that they can keep Raheem Sterling, even if they have him for 3-4 years and it doesn't work out. He's still a youngster. They can still get good money for him. In the case of Benzema, he's knocking on a bit. So you guys let me know what you think. Leave it in the comments below. Wellington Silva, remember him? Yeah, he does still play for Arsenal. Striker, by the way, we just never ever seen him. He's been out on loan forever. He's had all these problems with you know, getting a work permit to play over here. We're being told he's going out on loan again. Real Betis this time, discussing with Arsenal a loan move for the 22-year-old Brazilian. We've just never seen him. We don't even see him in like the pre-match friendlies or anything like that. I'd love to just see him play, to see, you know, see if he's any good. We're being told he's good, but when is he going to play for Arsenal? Emilio Martinez as well, another player who looks to be on his way out. We've been told that a loan deal has been agreed with Wolverhampton Wanderers. Hasn't been announced yet. 22-year-old Argentinian will be going out on loan for a year. And I really rate this kid. I think in years to come, he's going to be a top keeper. Very big, very imposing. The only thing is, by sending him out on loan, who's like the third choice keeper then? Because Ospina's number 2, we know that. Does that mean that Arsenal are going to have to go out there and buy a third choice keeper, or are they going to sort of just look to bring a youngster up from the academy, and if it all went wrong, just go for an emergency loan or something? I don't know. But Martinez looks to be on his way to Wolverhampton Wanderers on a season-long loan, and if that happens, good luck to him. It looks like it definitely is going to happen. And finally, as we're talking about strikers, here's one for you. Yaya Sanogo, playing over there at Ajax, scored a hat-trick. All right, it was against a team called Salah from Qatar. But listen, a hat-trick's a hat-trick. So well done to him. And could he be the answer? He's over there abroad. He's starting to knock them in. I mean, that Ajax loan, I think, is a very good loan move for Yaya Sanogo. If he can go over there and do really, really well for Ajax, he could come back and break his way into the first team. He's got Bergkamp over there running a rule over him on a day-to-day basis. So let's see what happens with him. He did, of course, score a hat-trick last year in the Emirates Cup. And then after that, he didn't do anything. He didn't do anything at all after that, even when he went out on loan to Crystal Palace. So let's see what Yaya Sanogo can do. But off to a good start with a hat-trick over there in Holland for Ajax. So good start for him. Right, let's get into your guys' comments, see what you guys have had to say. Rohan says, if you look at the entire Real Madrid squad, there are only 6 or 7 attacking players. If one of their regular players gets injured, they will be short of options. I can't see Madrid selling Benzema in such a situation. I don't think Benzema will be transferred to Arsenal, he says. JPB 3000 says, our problem is Wenger has assembled a team of nearly men. They're good for sometimes, but never good enough for the real long haul. Our runs seem to come too late or start too late on. It's never going to happen under Wenger and his ideology of football. So he's seeming to suggest that we transfer the manager. Ade Ibrahim says, typical Arsenal, they always let us down and just don't know how to win. Ooh, let's get another one there. Samir Hayder said, I've forgotten that we've got Danny Welbeck. And Welbeck's been injured for so long. It's so frustrating. At Manchester United, never injured, running up and down every week, comes to Arsenal, out for ages. Just typical. I mean, excuse me. Adlim Mwanza says, Robbie, I'm fuming at everything at the moment. He says, sorry, let me start again. Because Robbie, I am fuming. Everything at the moment points to no additions. Even West Brom have completed the signing of Solomon Rondon. And I'll tell you what, if that's the Rondon that I see a couple of years ago, he's a proper player. He goes on to say he's a quality player, and I agree there. He said, what have we got? He goes, we got a damn good hiding from West Ham. We need a striker. Giroud is not good enough, and we need a DM. We seem to be waiting for September the 1st bargains. This is not the answer and will not happen again. Ozil was a fluke, and there are teams out there that tried to stop that happening, and they will try even harder now. Wenger needs to spend the money. It is not his money. Wow. And you know what? There's a lot of people that agree with that guy, that Arsene Wenger needs to, if Benzema is the target, forget about money, get it done. That's what a lot of fans were saying to me on Sunday. Get the thing done. Don't wait on the last minute to get the deal done. Get it done now. But it's not quite as easy as that all the time. But what do you guys think? Do you think that Wenger should just go out there, if it's Cavani, put the deal on the table, say, this is it, we want him. If it's Benzema, here it is. Here's 40 million. We want him. Take it or leave it. Do we need to start getting more aggressive in this transfer market? Because it seems like we're not aggressive. It seems like we wait, we hover. Wait, then try to swoop in. That works sometimes, as the gentleman just said, but not all the times. Let me know what you guys think. Thanks for watching AFTV Transfer Daily. We'll be back around about the same time tomorrow.